Good morning, and hope you all have been well. In today's video, we are going to be continuing on with our Pokemon Desolation Let's Play, and this is part 27 of the Let's Play, just to let you guys know. So I did go on ahead and beat 5 elite trainers like I brought up last episode, and one interesting thing that I do want to bring up real quick is that if you do re-roll quite a bit, there is a chance that you can battle Amelia at the fight club here, and once you do beat her, she goes into a small interesting story. I don't want to give spoilers on that, so if you do want to do that and you haven't, I would recommend you do so. But in the end, she gives us this, and I thought that was a pretty neat little thing overall that they added, so yeah. But anyways though, let's go on ahead and walk on out of here. Just wait, chump, they'll be here any moment, and when they do, well, speak of the devil. You're that kid from the fight club, yeah? Had some success there, or so I've heard, so I suppose you've got a stash of credits. I think we'll take those credits if you don't mind. Besides, you can just earn them back anyway. No? Shall we say do this the hard way then? Don't be angry when you're broken on the sidewalk. For a moment. So I guess we'll go on ahead and battle these guys here. And then hopefully it's pretty straightforward from there on getting the Axu egg. So let's take out Beedrill. Alrighty. Persian, Sky Uppercut is fine. It's not going to be effective, but I'll just try to go for a poison on Dusknoir. Kinda surprised you took a hit. We'll switch it up. Blaze Kick, take out Persian here. Raichu. Blaze Kick. Well, actually, just take out Dusknoir, and I'll just protect here. So that takes care of that. Donphan. I'll just Blaze Kick Donphan. No matter what, I'm dead, so don't really matter on that. Sonar seems fine. Blaze Kick, Super Fang. Tailwind could have been fine too, honestly, but I don't think it'll matter too much at this point. Alright, so that's out. Let's go into you. Rock Slide, Air Slash. Cool. This ain't over. Okay, look, we don't want no trouble. Well, we'll just hit the sack here if you don't mind, yeah? Call it a day, later. For a moment. Oh, that's right. They do leave with this piece of paper. It is important that you do pick this up. Your orders are to find Alon, a common winner at the Celia Fight Club, and bring me their credits. If you double team this trainer, they should pose no threat whatsoever. Good luck, Jay. And with that, I think we can go to the manor over here. I believe so. And talk to you here. Oh, Alon, what's up? Attacked outside of the club. Not surprising at all, mate. Probably just some common thugs, nothing to worry about. There were orders on you. Let me see. Jay, huh? Yeah, I know that guy. Nothing but trouble. Just some rich loser trying to fit in within our little crime world. I heard of him and his thugs took up the residence in my place. You want to go get some back? Feel free. They have some God, I'm screwed up these sentences, sorry. They have some good stuff. Here's his little group. Maybe testing him will allow him to, well, part with some of that loot. You got Jay yet? I heard him and his thugs took up the residence in my old place. You want to go and get some back? Feel free. Where's that at? Does it say on the quest? Garrett's hideout. What, in the south area? There's this guy here. No. Let me take a look and see. Requires a key. I would assume not. No. Old place. This? No. Definitely not down here. Old place. It wouldn't be in the underground, I don't think. I'm just gonna go look at the guide before I get lost. Give me a moment. Alright, so it says it's in an alleyway above our house, so let's go take a look over here. Oh. Already done. So I guess it wasn't too far. I just kind of got confused on where to even look, but that's okay. I was kind of hoping for paralysis, but that's okay. Let me go into you. Alright, you're out. Sonar. Air slash is fine. That takes that out. Kitty. Honestly, I probably could have gone for shift gear, but that's okay. Pukamuku. Alrighty. But before I do that, let me go on ahead and heal, since I forgot to do so. And once I do get this quest out of the way, we will continue with the main story. I just kind of want to get this quest out of the way. Because I think after this one, I think all of the missable stuff should be done. I think. Boss, that's them. I've been expecting you, Alon. As soon as my incompetent men returned empty-handed, I knew I had heard from you. So why exactly did you come? What did you expect? Would you expect me to to ask for mercy? To offer gifts? I don't fear you, Alon. Rather, all you did was walk into a fight. My men clearly can't fight you, but me, I think I'll just do the job myself this time. For a moment. Go. I'm just gonna go ahead and bulk up and just sweep. Just to keep things simple. Now if he crits me, that's gonna kind of suck. Alright, I'm gonna heal here. I gotta get some more healing stuff. Let's go for... Oh, well, never mind. Oh, that's right, I could probably just go for Flame Charge. Too late. Raichu, stay in. Oh, you're level 64. I'm dumb. Crunch. Alrighty. Okay, this is going to be a bro moment. Let me see if I can turn this around. Doesn't look like it. No, I fumbled. Let me get some more healing stuff. I should have bought some more before doing this, sorry. 20 of those. Already got plenty of those. Alright, let me redo that. The battle really isn't hard, I just was being stupid. Alright, let me redo that. Cause if I bulk up and go for Flame Charge, we should be more than fine. That's what I'm thinking. Let me, this time, use the Hyper Potion. Alrighty. And then we'll be +2. That should be enough to outspeed. Well, +3. Okay, Dragonite. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in, honestly. There's no reason to swap. Just do whatever damage I can. But that kind of sucks. Yeah, you're fine. Interesting. Discharge should be fine. That did way more than I thought it would have. I am getting played. I'm surprised even at -1 you outspeed. Yeah, I'm playing like garbage right now. I guess it's a fast Barbarical? Because I don't remember Barbarical being fast. Unless I'm going crazy. Alright, let's go into Ken. Revive or heal up Bamboo. because you can take some hits. What's the final one? Okay. I think we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Well, well, I shouldn't be surprised someone of your caliber wouldn't lose a battle so easily. It was wrong of me to think you'd be so easy to, well, exploit. Here, hopefully a gift will ease out our relationship along. Farewell. For a moment. And I will put that in the PC. And now we will continue the story. I just wanted to have that all done, so I know it's done, out of the way. And like I brought it before, that should be the final missable one for quite a while, so yeah, hopefully I've done it all, but we'll see down the line. But real quick, let me see what he says. Well, I heard that you got Jay. Good on you. Nice to see you're toughening up. See, you don't even need me to help you get your own criminal record. Marvelous, truly. Thanks, Garrett. So I think now we need to go to the archives, right? At least I think so. Yeah, Garrett's here. Alon, good to see you. It's about time you arrived too. People were starting to give me stares, mate. I'm not exactly the library-looking type, as you can see, so down to business. We need to get into the archives, right? Well then, let's analyze the situation. So the entrance is only guarded by one guy, probably your basic librarian too. It'll be simple stuff to get past him. We just need a distraction. But not just any distraction, one that will seem genuine, because if one of my guys comes in making some noise, it'll only raise suspicion. That guy over there with the blue beard and hair, I've met him before, unfortunately. You can't say unfortunately. I'm sure Bluebeard, or well, I should say Jared, is full of wisdom and mystery? I don't know how else to really describe Jared, but he's a cool guy. I love Jared. You may also have had the pleasure. He's an extremely strange and annoying bloke. In other words, the perfect distraction. Maybe he'll help us. So the plan is pretty simple at the moment. I read that all wrong, sorry. You go and convince Blue Dude to do something well distracting. I'll go pick up a book and try to be less suspicious. Once we get inside, we ought to be quick, aight? We can't be seen messing with this stuff, period. Now, before doing this, I want to say this just in case if people watch this, maybe now or later, maybe using this as a guide or a let's play and they're playing along maybe. I strongly doubt that, but it is possible. Once you get to this point, like I brought up before, please get the keys from Rosetta. I believe before doing all of that, you need to do the tournament stuff in Blackview, well, her tournament building, I guess, and the Nido King, quest with the police officers. She brings it up beforehand on doing that you don't have to do it, but you can if you want to. Please do that, and then I guess once you get to this point, you can go talk to her, get the archive key. It is highly important you do so if you're trying to go for the best ending. If you don't care and you're just gonna go for the ending that you get, that's fine, don't worry about it. Or if you may be trying to go for a bad ending, so yeah. Something you want? As you can see, I'm sitting here trying to enjoy my presence of this table. You're ruining this experience for me, friend, and I don't appreciate that not one bit. You want me to distract that librarian dude? You little munchkins asking for favors for nothing. But Jared would never turn down a chance to have some fun. Indeed, Jared thrives on it. Jared will do as you say. Jared needs nothing in return. Jared will wait for your signal. Thank you, Jared. I'm ready, Jared. Hello, sir. Jared does not mean to bother you, but Jared has a problem. What? No, you don't, you idiot. What are you doing? Jared is dealing with problem. Fool. Jared needs a librarian to help him. Sir, are you feeling okay? Indeed, Jared does not know. Jared has sore tummy, and sore head, and sore toes. Sore toes. Jared gets sore toes from wearing no shoes. What is going on here? Jared will ask librarian man a favor. Would librarian be so kind to ask as to lend Jared shoes? I am not one of the librarians. I guard the archives, you fool. The archives are the most prestigious store of knowledge in all of Arif. Jared is the most prestigious owner of sore toes. Help Jared. Fine. It's not like someone will come in anyway. God, we need better security for people like you. Thank you, librarian man. My toes are so grateful. I'm not a librarian, I'm wasting my time. Let's get this over with. Thank you, Jared. We appreciate you. So this is what's back here. Well, Alon, it looks like we're in. I'll say it, I cannot believe that crap worked. Seriously, what is wrong with that guy? Anyway, never mind. Let's get down to the archives. I don't know how much time we've got. Good idea. And sorry for the pause there. I don't think there really is anything on the bookshelves, is there? I should probably check, shouldn't I? Who knows, sometimes they'll have a little hidden thing. I'll just pause here. Alrighty, so went through pretty much all of the bookshelves, and there really isn't anything hidden. Holy hell, who knew this place was down here, right beneath our noses? It's definitely not what I imagined. I thought it would be more, well, library-ish. Is that even a word? Who cares? We've got a job to do. Information on Shiv and Aurora, huh? Right. Let's split up and look around then, huh? This looks like a big place. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Find anything that looks suspicious? Good luck, mate. Okay, so once we are down here, there is going to be a certain room that is locked. I don't think it's in this section, but there is something that is locked down here that you do need to open up with the archive key. It's a strange book that emanates a dark presence. You open the book and find an old ripped out page stuffed within. The page is titled Diary of a Monster, Entry 1. Read the entry. As you begin reading the words of the diary, a strange feeling overcomes you. I should probably start by introducing myself if anyone else is to ever read this. It's kind of hard to tell you my name because I don't even know it. My parents weren't ever around to tell me, so I started calling myself Aurora. I at least like that name. I wonder, if my parents were around somewhere, what would they have named me? But what does it matter now? They ran off, they left my brothers and I in the middle of a frozen wasteland. They simply vanished, left us their old home and a little more. We would have to look after ourselves. And so began the story of Shiv and I. The strange feeling wears off. Let's see here, is this book 2 or 3? No, that's 3. I do want to read these in order. There's info on everyone in here, mate, even me. It's a strange book that emanates a dark presence. You open the book and find an old ripped out page stuff within. I think it pretty much says that for every book, so I'll just skip that part from then on. We're not normal kids, Shiv and I. We've never been normal. We were born like this, born with these strange abilities. Until I met this girl, I thought we were completely normal. You know, we never asked for this, we never wanted it. Shiv has always loved battling before he knew he wasn't normal. He's so good at it, too. In fact, he always said he wanted to take on the league one day. I actually think he had come to love his powers. He embraced them, used them to help himself out at every twist and turn. His powers became a part of who he was, I guess. Me, I wasn't so lucky. As soon as I realized I was different, I desperately wanted to be normal again. I couldn't stand the feeling I had that I didn't belong, you know. So yeah, I spent a long time researching, well, us. And here I am now. But even after all this, I still haven't even answered the most fundamental question. What the hell are we? For a moment. It's a strange book that emanates a dark oh, sorry. I'll skip that. I forgot to, sorry. I never stopped researching. I wanted to be normal, desperately so. I didn't want to live like this knowing I was, well, you know, I wasn't about to give up so easily, right? So I spent my entire childhood on this research. I learned all I could about myself and Shiv. I thought I had all the answers. I approached a nearby science conference. I thought that maybe they might be able to help us out. I presented my findings to everyone. I explained our situation as best as I could. I didn't think they treated it as a joke. It was my own fault, really. To someone who hadn't experienced what we've been through firsthand, it could seem completely bizarre. But even so, all that work, all that time I spent neglecting Shiv, and for what? To be mocked? Laughed at by these snobby losers? I wouldn't allow it. I wouldn't allow them to just condemn Shiv like that. I lost myself that day. I did what I swore I'd never do. I did not mean to do that. Whoops. Alright, sorry about that. I reopened the game to reread this part that I skipped out on. I heard someone with those same powers that I was desperately trying to get rid of. And hell, looking back on it now, I may have even enjoyed it. I guess that's what shaped me into who I am today. What Shiv and I both are, complete absolute monsters. For a moment. Okay, so I think... Where is it at? Here we go. And let me see what cover this is. And this is the archive room, by the way. It's just one room. So yeah. Number 5. That was 3. Where is 4? And let me talk to you. There's so much information hidden away. I wonder what that Rosetta is out here hiding. Okay, here's number 4. I knew what I was. After they turned down all my work, I knew what had happened to me. What a crappy world we live in, huh? Yet I would continue my research. I wasn't going to stop just because some snot-nosed nerds told me to. No, I would continue alone. That being said, my motivation for continuing had surely changed. I didn't want to be normal, not after that feeling I had when I, well, disposed of those people. That feeling of being powerful, being in control of the situation. I don't want anyone to take that away from me, not after experiencing it so vividly. It was at that moment that I realized my new cause. I wouldn't continue this research to cure myself, no. I would continue my research to find out my weaknesses, to find out whatever hurts Shiv and I, and to eliminate it. Shiv unfortunately had also changed. While I spent my time researching our abilities, he spent this time using them. He defeated countless trainers, the best of the best, travelers, gym leaders. He was slowly becoming the best. But what are you meant to do once you become the best? I should have kept a closer eye on him. It was obvious how he felt, empty, bored, like everything was meaningless. He had never been offered a challenge ever. He'd become too good for his own good. I did what any big sister would, tried to help him. I started training Pokemon myself, training whatever I could find. I used my abilities to accelerate the process, to become as strong as possible, as quickly as possible. I had to save him. I thought I could. I battled him eventually. I won easily. I didn't expect that it would only add to his grief. I thought it would motivate him. Yet there I was, losing my brother before my eyes. That is until the strange girl arrived. For a moment. Voice crack there. Now we will read number 5. I could not save my brother. Everything was just falling apart. He began obsessing over what I feared, power. He was just hungry for it. He wanted it, needed it. Shiv was changing before my eyes, and not for the better. Our younger brother, who was fortunate enough to be born free of these abilities, suffered for exactly that reason. Shiv never liked Keegan and always looked at him with disdain. To Shiv, Keegan was but another commoner, nothing more than a stain on our family name. He of course bore the brunt of Shiv's ever-increasing power, and in Shiv's search for the Youngstone, that's when his family was beyond saving. This family, sorry. Oh, Keegan, that poor boy, he never deserved this. That stone would be our family's undoing. Well, that is whatever my family we had left. I read that wrong, sorry. As Shiv became more obsessed with the stone, the more he lost himself and the emptier he became. That is until one day when a girl entered our home on her own accord. A very strange girl with an even stranger name, Nova. Her and Shiv were the perfect match, and it showed. He gravitated towards her almost immediately. In no time at all, they were the closest of friends. She would begin to visit every single day. They would spend the entire day together. In fact, I began to see emotions in Shiv that I thought had long disappeared. He laughed at her jokes, blushed at her teasing, and most importantly, he smiled. This girl, Nova, she brought out the side of him. She pulled him out of whatever pit his mind was left in. This girl, Nova, she had saved my little brother. For a moment. And like I brought up before, it is extremely important if you are trying to go for the best ending, or the perfect ending, whatever it's called. It is really important that you do all of this part. Yeah. Alright, Garrett, where did you go? Oh, there you are. Look at this place. It seems like they have everything down here, perhaps even on Lilith the Foxes. Oh, mate, it's you. So, any luck? I've had crap all. No, I had that right. I'm afraid I'm not exactly an avid reader. I always knew Aurora and Shiv were strange, but these abilities, how's that even real? I'm used to dealing with thugs and snobs, not this insane crap. I know it's real, mate, I've seen it with my own eyes, but... Oh darn it, we're wasting time here. Come on, let's keep moving. Alrighty. I will take that. I haven't found anything useful for you, mate, but this section looks pretty promising. And I don't think there's anything else in here besides this. Nova. I was so absolutely foolish to trust her. She was a normal girl, completely human in every regard, and that's why she was so dangerous to us. I was so stupid. Shiv and I are monsters, nothing more. And Nova, she knew it. She grasped that concept exceptionally well in her betrayal. Nova, of course, was visiting again. I suppose Shiv was happy enough with her around, so I let her stay the night out of no more than goodwill. It was a strange night for me. I felt like I was in a deeper and stranger sleep than usual. There was no shortage of nightmares that night either. There was one particular nightmare that I very much wanted to get out of, so I pushed, shoved, and awoke with a start, only to see Nova's cold red eyes staring down at me. Her hand was on my shoulder and I felt so drained. Something felt wrong. Something was leaving me through that shoulder, straight into her hand. She saw that I had awoken and ran off as quickly as she could. I tried to move as hard as I could, but I felt so empty. Despite that, I found my strength and got up. I chased her without holding back. I followed her down the stairs as quickly as I could, but then I heard a sound there was no mistaking it. It was Shiv yelling. I knew I needed to hurry. What was Nova doing? Why was she doing this? My thoughts were buzzing all over the place as I ran down the stairs. I tried to use my powers to reach him. I swear I did everything, but nothing worked. Nothing. I knew I was too late, and that's when I saw it. I couldn't mistake it. The knife, the blood, my little brother, Shiv. Why? He cared so much about her, and that was how she repaid him. When I saw Shiv lying there, I didn't once think to check if he was okay. I was so completely blinded by rage. I had that similar feeling again. I wouldn't let her run away. I wouldn't let her run away, not after that, not after what she did. I would do to her what she did to Shiv, but 1,000 times worse. But even then, by the time I got outside, she was gone. She had just disappeared. Just like my parents, it was the same thing all over again. It was like she had just teleported away, and at that moment it became obvious why I couldn't use my powers. It's the same reason Nova could teleport away. She had stolen them somehow, stolen my powers, stolen a part of me, a part of who I am. She used Shiv, hurt him, manipulated him to steal my powers. This girl Nova stole a part of me. At that point, I knew my research could wait. Nova, on the other hand, could not. Bro moment. Huh. What the hell? This can't be right. No way. This is crazy insane. I don't believe in this fairy tale bullcrap. This is stupid. If that's true, Alon, listen closely to this crap. This here, it talks about Aurora and Shiv. Shiv and Aurora, the famous children, are often discussed as cursed beings. However, they are not so different from you and I. In fact, they were completely and utterly normal. Yet what of their so-called powers? Let it be known, reader, anything is possible when... What the hell was that? That's coming from the surface, Alon. I'm not taking any risk down here, mate. Let's get the hell out of here, aight? Come on. What the hell is happening up there? Alon, we've got to stick together, aight? We'll talk about what I saw when we're out of here. Come on, let's get moving. There's a strange feeling like, what's that? We all need to leave, even you. Don't worry, I wouldn't leave you behind, Garrett. Things are bad, it's far too much for me to handle. Rosetta, how did we know? Or how do you know we? Questions can wait, it's Aurora Nova they're fighting. We can't stay anywhere near them when this happens, we need to go now. We'll get out and sort out a plan later. Gardevoir, again. Rosetta, you knew I wouldn't leave you behind. What the? Rosetta, Alon, they didn't. Gardevoir teleported all of us. Something must be blocking Alon from. Darn it, Alon, hold on. For a moment. But like I brought up before, I'll say it one final time. Before you leave, please do that. So, yeah. Meanwhile, Nova, little Nova, how I've missed you. Back together just like old times. This time things will be different. You think I'm scared of you, Aurora? I'm done running from you. I'm done being afraid of you. You're obsessive, nothing else. I'm not scared of you. Scared of me? You immature child. I don't want you to be scared of me, Nova. I want you to think you can stand up and fight. I want you to try your luck again, just so I can see your face when I put you back down again. You're a psycho, Aurora. What the hell do you want from me? For some reason you won't just stay out of my life. Stay out of your life? Why didn't you just follow your own advice all those years ago? You used him, Nova. You hurt him. You broke him. You stole a part of me. You think I just forget that? How else was I meant to survive out there, with what I had started to become? We all have to do crappy things, Aurora. We've all made mistakes, you, me, and Shiv. Just please leave me alone. Leave you alone. After all of that? Shut up, Nova. I'm done playing your manipulative little games. Give them back. Give me back the rest of my powers now. I won't run away from you, Aurora. You stole a part of me, Nova. Give it back now, I'm warning you. A part of you, huh? No, it's not yours, not anymore. You. Fine then. If you want to play things that way, I'll finish what you started on that night. You remember that little stone, Nova? The Ankh stone that you so desperately wanted to work. You are a fool for overstating its importance. The power that you desperately searching for, it's not held in some pathetic rock. It's held in the hands of those that rightfully deserve it. Let me remind you that you seem to have forgotten. Let me show you Nova, just to let you know what you'll never be able to have in your useless life. Aurora, no. Please wait. I warned you, Nova. I warned you over and over. You want your new world so bad? Come and take it. You being gone, I'll be doing the world a favor. Enjoy the world that you wanted all alone. No, I'm sorry. Please, Aurora, please. Aurora, stop. That's enough. Shiv. Shiv, it's you. You came here, to this city, to me. Aurora. I never planned to come here, not until I knew Nova was in the city. Not until all of this. Shiv, I've missed you so much. You have no idea. I want to be with you so much, but it's time to put an end to all of this, Shiv. And to end all of this, we can be normal again, starting by getting rid of her. No, Aurora, you're not going to hurt her. What are you saying? You side with her over me? I don't agree with her ways, but you know that even then, I care about her. So, I will say this whole thing overall is really interesting. Because, like, if I'm not mistaken, no matter what, you have to side with Shiv, to get the best ending. But it's so interesting because, like, I can't get into, like, spoiler stuff, you know? I don't want to. But in my mind, it's like, family should come first. There are rare times that, you know, some family situations aren't necessarily the healthiest or the best, that you could argue friends are better, which I guess that's fine. But in this case, you know, sure, all of them are messed up in their own ways, but Aurora here, I think, is 1,000,000% in the right because of what Nova has done. And it's just really interesting that even now Shiv is like, I don't agree with her, but I don't want you to hurt her. Which, to be fair, I don't really want anybody to be hurt regardless, but it's really interesting that Shiv overall still stands with Nova. And again, I know there is some stuff that I can say, but I'm not going to because of spoiler stuff, so I'll leave it at that for now. No you don't, she manipulated you. She only made you think that. It's not real Shiv. You think I care? It's the real me, and when it comes down to it, that's what matters. I hate her for what she has done, for what she plans to do. But on this godforsaken world, she's the only normal person I really give a crap about. After everything the three of us have been through, as clouded as it was, I can say that with certainty. Please, Aurora, let it go. See, I guess I can like somewhat understand it because like Shiv for the longest time has never met somebody that made him happy. And Nova was the first person that actually gave him that joy. And I understand that attachment, that it's like, she's the only thing that made me happy. I don't like what she's doing. I think it's all stupid. But for the first time, someone made me happy. I guess from that aspect, I kind of get it, but I don't know, it's kind of a tricky situation, and like I brought it before, I just don't want to get into like other stuff that we haven't really gone into yet. Just leave her alone, please. I wish things were that easy, but you know the world isn't that kind, not to whatever the hell we are, not to whatever we have become. What she's done, I won't let her do it to us again. I'm sorry, Shiv. In my eyes, family comes first. And that's a perfectly fine mindset. I get that. She tried to kill Shiv, stole from Aurora, manipulated all of them, and even the other dumb stuff she's done. And again, Aurora isn't innocent either, and she's even said it before. We're all three monsters. We're not innocent. We're not pure. We're not good. We do terrible things. But no matter what, you're my brother. She has got to go. I get that as well. In my eyes, family comes first. I won't leave you to her whether you like it or not. Aurora, no. Please calm down. Don't do this. If I have to take you both at the same time, so be it. This is for the good of the family. Darn it, Aurora, fine. Have it your way. Alon, is that you? Darn it, Alon, please. I can't fight my own sister alone. She's far too strong. Please, you won't hear me say this again, but I need your help before she hurts Nova. Alon, so that's your name. So this is why your scent was so familiar. You knew my brother all along. You're quite the enigma, Alon. I don't know you well, but I know this. You just came out of the archives. I know you were there. You've seen my journal, haven't you? Which means you know the truth. You know what Nova has done. She deserves what she's going to get from me. I don't know if I have it in me to fight Shiv. Not again. Please, Alon, avert his eyes. Alon, no, please. Trust me, please. Aurora can't be stopped. This can end happily, I swear it. Please forgive Nova. Both siblings require your help. What will you do? Help Aurora and condemn Nova, or help Shiv and save her? Now, for this series, I'm going to be going for the best ending. So, I have to go with help Shiv. If my own feelings were involved and I made the choice regardless of whatever ending I get, I would help Aurora. I stand more so with her more than anything. I think she has the most sense out of everyone in the room here. That's just how I feel. I get where Shiv is coming from, but Nova has done some absolute dumb stuff. So, yeah, and I do know some future stuff that happens. Again, I said it a million times, I can't get into that until we get to that point. I can, because I'm sure most people have beaten this game by now. Well, like the new part of the game, because I know it's not completely done yet, but, yeah, either way, let me stop rambling. We're gonna help Shiv. Thank you, Alon. I'm glad you can see reason. In times like these, reason often seems to get out the window, right, sis? I should have expected much better. Even after you've seen what she's capable of, you side with her. You're a special kind of stupid, aren't you? It doesn't really matter now, does it? In the end, you're both the same. You and Nova, both of you corrupting my little brother, turning him on me, turning family on each other. I won't forgive you, Alon. Instead, I'll show you the real power of this family. Stand tall while you can, Alon. I won't hold back. For a moment. Elivani. It's got the name Vane. Pretty interesting. Alrighty. I'm gonna go for bulk up here. That's fine. I guess we'll just keep going for bulk up. Doesn't really hurt anything. Alright, let me hyper potion here. I don't think there's anything we can't OHKO at this point. Let's go for Flame Charge to get some more speed. Mimikyu, Blaze Kick. Bruh. Yeah, I'm getting rid of this paralysis. Miss Magius. Even if it goes for Sucker, we're fine. Interesting. For a moment. You're no different than the rest. Oh. You think it's over. You think one little battle is enough, Alon? Oh, you're certainly a capable trainer, but that won't be enough. Thanks, Alon. That's all the time I needed. What, but I thought you... darn it. Shiv, I'm sorry. No, darn it. Not this time, Nova. Not again. Darn it. No. Darn it. This isn't over. Not yet. Not yet. A portal. Of course, a portal. Alon, grab my hand. Come on now. You're going to teleport just like Aurora and I do. Follow them through, Alon. Save Nova, please. And save my sister from herself. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Please, Alon, don't let me down. You feel a force take a hold of you. Leave me the hell alone, Aurora. Leave you alone. That was the last straw. Which I'm gonna be fair. Nova, I'll give her credit, she tried to get on out of there, but... yeah, I can see why Aurora at this point is like, gosh darn it, I'm so sick and tired of this. I'm ending you here, Nova. Alrighty. You think you could run, sweetheart? Oh really? Good luck trying. Please, Aurora, please. I was always just scared and please. For a moment. Scared, little Nova? So you should be. There's nowhere left to run. This will be the last time you lose your way. Let me save here real quick. It's over, Nova. It's finally over. This is my grid, not yours. You don't even know how to get out. Aurora, please don't do this. Wait, Alon, please. You're here. You continue to surprise me, Alon. You won't even leave me alone, will you? You'd never chase me here, but you're no different when it comes down to it, because even you don't understand, and how could you? You're not like Shiv and I. You're not a complete monster. You're just you, a normal person. Yet you at least appear to care a whole lot more than one. How very heroic of you. Tell me, Alon, what is a hero really? In a world such as this, heroes aren't all we envisioned. When you think of a hero, who do you imagine truly? Admired, envied, noble. Um, hmm. I don't really think admired. Like, I don't think, I mean, some people's goals are, it's like, to be admired, but that's not what I would think. Envied, alright, sorry for the pause there. Envied. Honestly, I don't know if I would say any of these three. I definitely don't think admired. Noble, maybe, but it's like, I don't think you need to be born into like a noble family, a rich family, or like a royal family, however you want to word it, to be a hero, you know? But I don't know if I feel envy either. I think one of these three gives points. I'm pretty sure it's envy, so I guess we'll just go with that. But if I got that wrong, we'll just re-roll it. I think one of these three give points. Well, that's not what I expected. You're quite right indeed. In this empty world we live in, a hero isn't admired or respected. Rather, they are just subject to a rather crude envy. Tell me, Alon, do you think people envy you after all you have done for them? Not that it matters. What do you intend to do here, Alon? You're in my world under my rules. Neither of you are going anywhere not without my say-so. But still, you pique my interest. So interesting for such a normal person. Or perhaps I've been wrong about you this entire time. In time, we will see. As for you, time is up. I'm sorry, Aurora, please. You just won't give up, will you? Are you so blind, Alon? Nova, she manipulated Shiv, stabbed him twice, she stole a part of me, refused to give it back. She even manipulated you two at some point, didn't she? People like this don't deserve a spot on this planet. And you know what? I agree. But I'm trying to get the perfect ending, so... Sorry. And you think... Sorry, and you... What do you think? She saved Shiv's life. Overall, it is true that she did, and this is with the archive thing. I guess I'll go into a small little explanation here. If you don't do the archive, I think either way she dies. So it's important that you have done the archive key thing in order to get this question. And for the good ending, there's a certain thing that, if I'm not mistaken, you get sent to a certain place that I don't want to say just yet. But you have to get 9 points total. With this, it subtracts it to 7 that is required in order to get the perfect ending. I'll get more into detail on that when we get to that certain place, so yeah. But like I brought up before, I agree. Nova can just go. But we're trying to go for the perfect ending. And I guess some people may like Nova and all. I get all that, but to be fair, Aurora isn't really wrong either. What are you talking about? How did you know about, of course, that entry? You continued to surprise me. I had almost forgotten. No, it doesn't matter. She manipulated him, lied to him. Who cares if she... This was her fault. You're right, Aurora. It was my fault. I lied to him, hurt him, but I really did feel something for him. It wasn't all fake. You've destroyed my family, Nova. You took an important part of me and never gave it back. You turned my little Shiv into the shadow he is now. I know, Aurora. I can't take back what I've done. Look, darn it. I was just so scared. I was all alone to remember, just like you and Shiv. I wanted your powers. I wanted to be strong. I feel like I wasn't myself. Like I wasn't in control. Even now, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm losing control again. I know that I can't fix what I've done. I know that I can't be forgiven. Look, I get it. I know what needs to be done. I know what I deserve. I'm tired of running, Aurora. Do it. Do what you have to do. You took everything from me. You could have at least taken all of my powers and let me live as a normal person. But no, you had to break both Shiv and I. Ruin everything we had just for yourself. I hate you, Nova, and you deserve everything you get. But I'm not the one to deal justice. After all, you saved my little brother. Without you, he'd be dead. Aurora, no more, Nova. No more fighting. We're done talking. Thank you. Alon, you're an enigma. I can see that with certainty. You brought out a side of me that I haven't seen in a long, long time. You truly are curious, aren't you? Perhaps you and I will also get to know one another better. Alon, it has been certainly interesting chatting with you. I believe I will be in contact with you and soon. But for now, I think we shall call it a day, yes? For now, just sleep. Ah, you've returned. I was beginning to lose hope in you, yet here you are holding on. Perhaps at last you truly are the one. We're so close, Alon. I feel it. You need to hold on for just a little longer. Hold on to your dream, Alon, and see through the cracks once and for all. I will guide you home for good. Alon, please be... Alon. God, I hope you're okay after all this, please. Alon, you're awake. Well, hey Alon. Long time no see. Yeah, this must be strange. Let me contain myself. I hadn't thought of what to say. As soon as I heard things were getting heated, I came as soon as I could. Darkroot, the fox threat wasn't as significant as I thought, but the fact that they were creeping around Arcanius like that, it didn't bode well. Returning there after everything that's happened, it's hard enough as it is. I'm so sorry. This was all my fault. I can't believe I left you in danger like that. That business with Shiv and his, well, family, it's certainly toned down for the moment. From what I've heard, it's all thanks to you. You've made quite a name for yourself, haven't you? And now you've even gotten your own house. I feel like you've grown so much in front of me, I didn't realize you become this strong, really. Oh, I forgot to mention something. There's, quite a few people downstairs. I was meant to get you to come down as soon as you woke up, well, whoops. Well, I can't take up any more of your time by myself, Alon. Come on, meet me down there when you are ready. Thanks, Ava. Let me save here, since we went for a little over an hour. And with that being said, that's pretty much going to be it for today's episode, so yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.